Hey guys, JazzedTutorials here. So this week's tutorial is going to be a little bit different than usual, kind of, I guess you'd say. It is awesome, as are all the rest of them, but this one in particular is a little different because I'm using a background that was previously made to make an even more awesomer background, if that makes any sense. Alright, so I have this flower orb-like background that I randomly came across and thought, how do I use this to my knowledge to make something even more awesome? And while playing around in Photoshop, I created this really cool, awesome effect that I thought would be cool to share with you guys. So it's very useful. You could use this as a background for a website maybe, or a computer desktop background, or maybe a cover photo on Facebook. I don't know. Whatever you think would be cool with it. I think it's awesome, so I'm going to share with you how I did this. Now, I have all my layers already here and done, but I'm going to do them step by step with you so you'll know what I'm doing, and you're not going to be confused. So don't be confused by my hidden layers. I'm going to explain as I go. Alright, so I've opened this photo here, which I'll provide for you in the description below. Now, there are multiple colors of the same photo. I'll provide the whole folder. There's reds, there's blues, there's greens, there's yellow, there's orange, and there's this one pink. But I like this pink color because it goes well with my photo. Alright, then I opened this photo here of Lady Gaga. Now, I have already gone over here. I made a masked layer, which is the square box with the circle next to your layer adjustments here. I clicked that. Then I went over here to my my eraser tool. I selected a soft round brush of quite large size, about 83px, and I just erased a bit right here around her head because you'll see why in a moment. Alright, so I did that on my on a mask layer. Now, again, mask layering is the best tool to use because if you make mistakes, you can always delete the mask layer and then redo it. But if I did that on the main layer and not a mask layer and I made a mistake, it's more difficult to go back and do edit and undo because you can only go to edit and undo so many times, and it's not good. So just always mask layer whenever you're doing erasing things. It's just so much easier in the long run. Alright, so then after I've done that, I then took a piece of, hold on, I'll show you. I took a square piece of the photo, which, if you don't know how to do that, you just go over here to your marquee elliptical, rectangle tool, and you hold the shift key, and you make a square, just like that. And you can take any size you want. It doesn't matter because you can always do Control T and resize to suit your photo. So just do a Control X, not Control AX. Wow. Alright, Control X to cut that slab of it, and then you'll get a square like that. And then when you do Control V, you'll paste it on a new layer, which mine's layer 3, and you'll get this. Then you go over here to Overlay, change that blend mode to Overlay, and you're going to give her a really awesome looking inkish face. I love that. It looks amazing. So, alright, that's that layer 3. Then, I made a copy of layer 2, which is this layer here with Lady Gaga. I copied that layer, and I turned it black and white. After turning it black and white, I turned that to Overlay to enhance it and give it more of a contrast. So now you see that it's more brightened and more beautifully out there. I guess you could say that. Alright, then, on top of that, I did a copy of the background layer. And now, as you will notice with the background copy, Lady Gaga's body is cut out. Now, how did I do that, you ask? Because the background layer, as you see, has an orb on it. What I did is I took that, and I took the circular marquee tool, which is the elliptical marquee tool right here, and I made a selection of quite, oops, hold on. I forgot I have a feather PX of 30 right there that I did for another thing. Alright, I made a circular motion. Now, you want to try and fit the size of the orb in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to kind of suit the photo. And then I did a Control X on the copy layer to delete that middle part of the orb. So, you'll notice that if I do, let me hide all these layers so you'll see what I'm talking about. As you'll notice, the orb is missing. It's now transparent background in back of it. So you want to see that on your copied layer. Alright, now we're going to make all this stuff visible again. And then when doing so, on the background copy, you just want to leave it normal, and it will then cut out the rest of the image, so it'll give it that cool little look to it. Alright? Now, you could go right there, leave it there, that's totally fine, but I took mine a step further and I added an additional Lady Gaga image. I added this one here that I found on a website. I don't even know where, just a random website. Anyway, so I pasted this on here, and I went up to my image and adjustments, and I adjusted the image coloring. I went to color balance, and I adjusted the color balance to suit the background, the pinkish hue to the background color. You can also go to image and adjustments and adjust the contrast and brightness. That will be perfectly fine too. It all depends on your image you're using. Every image will have a different look to the feel of this image, but you know, it's whatever looks good to you. And it also depends on which of the orb backgrounds you chose. If you chose the green background, you want to go for a greener hue, not a pinker hue. Alright? And then after that one, I took a brush, and for a really cool effect, I thought I would take a pink brush, and I used the 100px brush that you'll see in a second. Where is it? I just used it. Ah, this one here. Now, this one here is a rough round bristle. It comes standard with every Photoshop, so you shouldn't have a problem finding this brush. It comes with your Photoshop. If it's not in your brushes here, just go to over here on the right and click load, and you'll find it. I'm not sure which one it's called, but it's in one of the sets you get with Photoshop, so you shouldn't have to download it. And I made just a brush. Now, to make this really easily, hold down your shift key and then brush over it, and you'll see that it'll be a straight line. So just, you know, do it with the color hue. I used a pink hue because the background's obviously pink, so I used a pink to go with that. And then finally, what I did is I took her name, Gaga, and with the white coloring, I put that lettering over there. So, there you go. That's how I did this tutorial. It's pretty simple. I mean, it wasn't that much to do. Y'all can do it if you want. I know it wasn't really the best tutorial to give you guys, but, you know, I was running short of ideas this week, so I thought I'd just show you something I created out of the ordinary and for fun. So, yeah. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you did, please hit my like button. If you didn't like it, well, hit the like anyway because likers are awesome. And if you really, really like my videos, then please hit subscribe because I post new videos every week and they're awesome, just like you. So, thanks guys, and have a fantastic week. Oh, and by the way, we have a Tumblr now. So follow me on Tumblr, JazzedTutorials.tumblr.com. I post awesome art stuff, so yeah, follow me on Tumblr. Yeah, buddy. Alright, bye guys. Bye.